who alleges the white privilege is by definition a racist. I mean, I think we can say that, and we should say that. I mean, that's not a legitimate form of conversation. That's tarring an entire group based on the way they look. That's the definition of racism, and I think people should just stand up and say that because it's true. As for Hillary promising Obamacare to people here illegally, on so many levels, this is shocking, and it should be on the front page of the New York Times. It's not today because they have Donald Trump to hate. But this is one of the big lies of Obamacare. And I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like you're a garden variety right winger, but it's just true. So when they rolled this out, they claimed what? You could keep your coverage. They claimed it would reduce costs. And they said, above all, we're not going to give these benefits, $5,000 per year per person, to people here illegally. They're not eligible.
Incredible.
Remember that? And remember Joe Wilson during the President's State of the Union stood up and said, you lied. Everyone said, oh, Joe Wilson, you criticized the president. You're obviously a racist. You're from South Carolina. Of course you're a racist. It turns out Joe Wilson was right. They did lie. Now they've pulled off the mask, and they're admitting that they want to give these federal benefits.
That's right. It was a huge controversy. There are no death panels. There's no rationing of care. You can keep your doctor. We're not going to give illegals health care. But there it was in the bill, and they just counted on the public. I mean, I remember MSNBC and CNN both said I was racist. Alex Jones is racist, deeply racist on MSNBC. He doesn't like Obamacare because Obama's black. No, my dad was in the medical care industry managing hundreds of clinics. He was getting ready to retire. He'd read the bill. He was a lobbyist at the state level, and he was advising businesses to exit, the country. He retired. I was an expert. I knew it was a scam, and they just called me a racist because I warned the American people it was a screw job.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that the president, who was elected 8 years ago on this idea he was going to unify the country, that he was a physical atonement for America's past sins, and we're going to move past all that and become a post-racial country, which, by the way, I welcomed. I didn't vote for the guy because I disagree with him, but that part of it I really liked. I mean, that was a great promise. I hope.
Me too.
Instead, he has been the most racially, explicitly and intentionally racially divisive president we've ever had by a factor of I don't know how much.